Hi, Susan. Happy to see you. I miss you. Hey, Jasmine. Hello, everybody. It's sunset. It's the golden hour. Oh, Sue. I'm glad you popped in. You picked the perfect time. Sorry, you picked the perfect time. It is an absolutely gorgeous Thursday evening. Right? Thursday, right? I think it's Thursday. I'm pretty sure it is. So pretty here. This is my new favorite beach. It's kind of secluded and parking is free. And if parking is free, I am there. Sign me up. How is everybody? Oh my, oh my, oh my. It is a crazy time to be alive, isn't it? Whoops, my direction's going up. Hold on one sec, I'll be right back. Get rid of these directions, the actual. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys all hear and see? Yes, it's a beautiful day for a stroll. And such a beautiful sight here on the Atlantic Ocean. We're in Gulfstream, Florida right now. Hey Norton, good to see you too. My connection looks bad. I'm gonna go out and come back in, you know. Alright, accidentally ruined my connection there. Alright, let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Give me a sound check. Look at those clouds behind me. It looks like I did that on purpose. Like I colored the sky. Lagging. Oh man. Yeah, I only have like 2 bars. Rooster says great. Thank you, Rooster. Thank you. Atlantic Ocean at sunset. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Vicky, you need to hang out with me because I have a huge, huge treat this evening. We'll do a really fun show. We'll be dancing and singing, so stay tuned to the Beach Report. It starts at 8 o'clock. Love you so much as well. All right, I'm coming in and going out. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna do one more in and out myself. Wait a minute. This makes it better. Okay. All right, yes. Last night. I'm not just gonna tell you this. You will love it. You will love it so much. We're gonna have so much fun. Hello, Paris. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see the sunset action over there in the west. Yeah, very awesome. Very beautiful here. The boys playing football in the surf. Look at that. Yeah, come on, come on. Oh, it's midnight. Is that in Paris? Yeah, that sounds about right. It would be midnight in Paris. Yeah, it's not cold here. It's probably in the low 80s, maybe 80, maybe 81 degrees. And there's a very soft, warm breeze coming off of the ocean. And the sun setting in the west. Hey, Darla. And can you guys see there's a little sailboat out there? There's that little sailboat. Sailing takes me away to where I'm going. Do do do. Isn't that beautiful? You're so sweet, Jasmine. I love how everybody on the Beach Report becomes friends with everybody else. That makes me really happy. I like to bring people together. It's a talent that I have. Look at this ocean. Welcome, welcome everybody to tonight's Beach Report. Oh my, what a week it has been. Jasmine is a doll. Hi, Sandy. So good to see everybody this evening. So what does everybody think about, I'm obsessed with the stories coming out about all the fraud. Tell Dennis I said hi. I mean, how angry are you? And to see that now a woman is dead because the left told her that ICE was the enemy. That's why she's dead. No other reason. There's no reason for an American woman to be getting in the way of ICE deportations. So I think it's horrible that the left has more blood on its hands because their violent rhetoric is literally destroying people's lives. And I'm at the point where I don't want any more immigration into the United States. Hi, Barbara. Yes, always an awesome background. I excel in awesome backgrounds. But seriously, guys, I was born and raised in the United States. And my parents were citizens when I was born. There is a history of immigration in my family due to the fact that my great-grandparents came from Russia. And I was actually my children were fifth-generation Americans. I'm glad to see you too, Barbara. Exactly, Michael. Legal immigration is a good thing. If the people who are immigrating want to be a part of the country that they're immigrating to, like really a part of it, like speak the language, have lots of friends, be a normal person in a community, do volunteer stuff. I had to prove to my Swiss neighbors actually, that was why I was seeking Swiss citizenship. So, oh, good job, Darla. I live in Florida, but I'm not from Florida. I'm a Florida transplant. So, yes, my ancestors were definitely immigrants. They were Jews escaping Russia back 4 or 5 generations ago. So I have lived in this country most of my life. And then in the 90s, I didn't trust the food, especially, among other things. and I decided it was time to leave America. I didn't even want to have my babies here because I felt that it was a dangerous place. And oh, how right I was. This is a Florida beach. Absolutely, last time I checked. Here, let's look at the sunset situation now because I believe the sun is down. And I don't want to be on the beach too much after dark. I walked a little ways. Hey, Big Lawn. Anyway, I have first-hand knowledge of immigration and what it takes to immigrate to and from the United States. So I would say I don't know if I'm an expert on it, but I have experience in it. And my second husband, who passed away 3 years ago, was a Cuban immigrant. So I know a lot about that too. But I do want to say that American citizens, taxpayers, we have been robbed blind. Thank you, Big Lawn. Treated like we're the piggy bank for the whole world. And I see a bigger problem maybe than other people do, because I do have that global perspective. Having lived in Switzerland for 10 years, I watched the Clintons come to power when I lived in Switzerland, and I was shocked. I was in America during 9/11, and I wrote a book about that, which I wish you would check out on my website, jillbooks.com. I want to show you something. People often tell me, look how beautiful. Wow. People often tell me that I should be afraid of jellyfish. Well, these are the kinds of that we have in Florida, especially South Florida. All right, I just got you up close and personal with a man of war. I've never been stung by one of those suckers, thank goodness. It can be deadly. They're pretty bad. I don't know if people very often die from them. I have seen people get stung by them, and they have stingers like 10 feet long or something. They're in the water. If you see them on the beach and that one was clearly alive, well, you don't want to go in the water, because it means they're out there for sure. So these are the times where, I stay on the shore, but also you have to be careful of where you walk. You don't want to walk on those. You don't want to pop that sack. It looks scary. I've never done anything to mess with them. I don't poke at sea creatures and stuff like that. That's just not my thing. So I take pictures. That's what I do. And that's it. This is a really beautiful beach. I'm gonna have to find my way off of it soon. Look at the little cheeky hut. How cute is that? Peter says, if it's true that we are being robbed, if it's true, it didn't happen overnight. I'm sure both parties have contributed to it, good or bad. Yeah, Peter, well, it is true. And the theft got ramped up big time right after COVID. And we had a president who I don't believe really won that election. Oh, look, here's another man of war. They are pretty, aren't they? Vicky, I've never been to Tybee Island, but I've always wanted to check it out. Maybe this will be the year. But right now, we can see very clearly that some of the fraud is being owned by a very small portion of foreigners. And I know we're not supposed to say it out loud, but when 100% of the fraud is being committed by 80% of people from a certain area, then it might be a problem and systemic. Oh, there's another one. Look here, you can see how long the tentacles, well, they're not real long there, but they're really long in the water. Crazy, huh? So beautiful, such gorgeous colors. Do you mean the statistic of 80% of the fraud? Well, when it comes to the Feeding Our Future and other frauds that have already been convicted, the majority of them are actually from one group. So that's where I get my statistics from, is facts. One certain group. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you guess. Ooh, look at that chemtrail being made in front of our eyes. You see the plane attached to it. Yes, Islands Mom, it is our east coast. That's the Atlantic Ocean right there. So I am walking on the beach right now. So if you want like actual news stories and stuff, I would suggest you look them up by yourself. In fact, what I would suggest is that you start listening to, there was a hearing yesterday. Just go listen to that hearing. Listen to the whole thing. And notice that every time a Democrat testified at that hearing, instead of talking about the fraud, which they always would start their testimony with, fraud is really bad, but you should be investigating President Trump instead. Really? Deflect much? Yeah, I think that these people should be very ashamed of themselves. And they're showing us that they are not only complicit, but probably got a kickback or something. There's got to be a reason. Actually, doing my research, I was researching Tim Walz, and it doesn't look like he's a super wealthy guy or anything. So I do wonder, what is his motivation to be team you know who? And also, what is his motivation to keep on keeping on? Does he think he's going to get away with it? I'm not so sure. Yeah, it is as if they have no soul, Susan. I agree. All right, I'm about to go through a cool little tunnel. Look at this. I call these portals to paradise. Well, we're leaving paradise. Here you can watch me leave paradise. Oh, dang. I don't have my shoes. All right, well, I'm gonna go find my shoes. Well, you know, I don't think it's actually gonna be possible because I left them down there pretty far. And you know what else? They were really crappy shoes, so. Maybe somebody will really need shoes and be like, so happy to find my old shoes. You never know. Yeah, I don't think it's wise to go searching for shoes when it starts to get dark. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Hi, Bo. Sorry I couldn't answer you earlier. I've been super busy working on several projects at once right now. But tonight, I hope everybody will join me this evening. Donna and I are gonna cover a band, and you guys are gonna love it so much. It's gonna be so much fun. So check us out. The show, I believe it starts at 8. Doesn't mean I'll be there at 8, but start looking around then. Man, I'm going in the wrong areas. I'm getting lost at the beach. Here, you guys have to, okay, so we can go through a portal to paradise, which is super fun. You guys love to watch me get lost, don't you? Like, portal to paradise. Ah! I love to be barefoot, Michael. I don't like to wear shoes. Yeah, people say that the fraud is systemic, Peter. The people who say that, of course, are those who have been tasked with overseeing the fraud and letting it happen. And I think in this case, where billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers, I mean, really, billions with a B, that's a hell of a lot of money. So I think that the guy at the top, who's already admitted that he is accountable, I think that he does go on, I think it should be a trial actually on the 10th of February, I believe. So we'll be watching. I'm definitely going to publicize that, or, live stream it if I possibly can. All right, here's my real exit. Oh, yeah, my phone did fry back then, actually. It happens. I try to do a show from my car and I forget. Hi. It gets so hot that my phone is like, no, I'm gonna blow up. We don't need that. So go back a few steps before opening and pause. Wait, what? Well, I can show you the view a little bit more, but it's getting dark and I don't like to drive in the dark too much. But yeah, Michael, I agree. Tim Walz should be in handcuffs. He's a very bad man. And I think that anybody who has been working with him should also be in handcuffs. And we're learning every day that the fraud goes deeper and deeper and that they obviously knew about it. And that's a problem. They knew about it. They condoned it. They didn't just let it happen. But, I keep thinking about how when my husband was dying, I couldn't work. I had to be with him 24/7. And I contacted the Office of Aging to see if there was anything that could give me a little bit of help. Like a little bit of money to buy food, the basics. The only good thing that was going on then was Facebook was actually, I was able to make $1,000 a month on Facebook. And without that, I don't know what I would have done at that time. So yeah, and then I got demonetized. So now I make like $100 on Facebook. That's how it goes. But anyway, I didn't get any help from the government. I asked for help. I got no help. I was told I don't qualify. When my husband died and I asked for help then, and not for monetary help, but for help because people stole everything I had, they said, no, you're not old enough for help. Not old enough for help. Well, okay. So the past 3 years have been a journey of resilience, a journey of survival. Glad you guys are here on this journey with me. Hi, Danny. Could have used the money to feed the hungry and provide housing for homeless vets. Exactly. I think that's what the money was actually for, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I know it wasn't for a certain class of people, group of people, to buy really nice cars and new homes and whatever. Oh, wear great big diamond rocks on their finger while they cry after they realize that fraud is really bad. It's really bad. Stealing from people is wrong. And I guess it's hard to sleep at night when you realize that you've been taking advantage of people who were nothing but kind to you. See, that's what I hate. When you do everything to be nice to somebody and then they think they can do whatever they want because you're so nice. That happens to me. Used to happen to me. Not going to happen anymore, I'll tell you that. But from time to time, you learn. You just learn. Yeah, it's time we should all open up a Leering Center. I teach people, I could do it. Hey Gretchen, investigate the people who hand out the money. I work a seasonal job and the crap I have to go through to get it is hell. I think I'll open a daycare. I know, who knew that opening a daycare could be so lucrative? And how dare they tell us that there's absolutely no evidence of fraud for this daycare center that is raking in millions of dollars. Excuse me? A daycare center rakes in millions of dollars? What? And why? Yeah, it makes me think we Americans, we've been pretty stupid, haven't we? We've been in the wrong business. We should have been taking advantage of ourselves. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to say ciao for now. I got to get in the car because we have a really fun show tonight. So come back around 8 o'clock and we are going to dance. We're going to sing. And we are going to leave all of our troubles behind and not talk about any of our problems, okay? Sometimes you just got to dance, you know? You just got to have fun. That's what we're going to do tonight. All right, I will see you guys on the next Beach Report later this evening, singing and dancing. Ciao for now. Have a wonderful rest of your day.